You're probably like, it's 12 a.m. Shut up. Shut up. Who asked you? I didn't. So you're probably wondering, the fuck? 5.0 has been out for like a week. What have you been doing? And that is a great question. One, I can't really answer right now. Especially if my video doesn't figure it out. Get up! Girl. Girl, if you don't... Hello?
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Okay, that audio is like shit, but it's whatever. Anyway, hola, ¿cómo está, bitches? So you're probably wondering, why the fuck am I doing this quest? The bedtime story quest. But I said I would do it the day after do it. And if I did it the day after to do it, right now I would be doing the Not Long, Archon quest. And I was just gonna straight up skip this quest. You may see. Yeah, apparently it's important. I could skip it. I really could. But I don't want to, because I do want to experience it right. So yeah, we're gonna finish this up first. I'm not gonna be able to do the Not On story quest though, because I do have a project due on Monday that I have to do tonight, that I may or may not have done absolutely 0% of it. Very smart behavior. So I'm gonna figure it out. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Do I ever know what I'm doing? Fuck no. Remain calm. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna try to get all of the project stuff done for Monday. Everything else, I'm gonna wait till another day, because it just needs to be done by test day, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Anyway, let's check on the hilly trail. Die. That was mean. Anyway. I honestly don't remember what happened last time, other than our brother turned up and Dainsleif literally said, fuck off, dude.
It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end,
They're resting. They are resting.
Softly.
They are in a state of rest. Why is my microphone all fucked up? Sorry, the light has been moving around because I keep dropping my microphone. So the inner part of the microphone is moving, but it still works. In the end, he whispered softly.
Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
Oh.
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
It sounds really cute,
well,
actually.
Now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
Sorry, I need to check audio
Let's put
again.
the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was that missing villager, and there was the girl that talked to the missing villager. And I think the missing villager might have just been our brother. And that's why no one can remember him, because of some weird abyssal shit. Hey.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
This is proving my point. Weird abyss shit. They
Thank
can't
you
remember
for your
anything.
concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
They've completely forgotten he's gone missing at this point. Crazy. You don't remember? Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least
Somehow I
right
doubt
now,
it.
I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
How is that? Alright. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia.
No, I'm with you, Paimon. What the fuck? Like, let's do a little... The fuck?
Something's definitely not
Yeah.
right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that.
Exactly,
What
it's
do you
weird.
think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check with the others first.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's fair. Get,
We
like,
should narrow down the
good ass
possibilities
evidence
first.
before you
Let's
make a
go ask
decision.
someone else then.
Who's it gonna be? Are they gonna make us decide? No, they're just not gonna take us to the rest of them. Oh wait, this is a restricted area, so maybe on folk beliefs. What topic? Because wild vegetables grow luxuriantly here. Jokes aside, this topic is far less interesting than studying the human body. Studying the human body? Not as a scary thing, there's some topics on fighting techniques. You must be aren't you curious about that? Well, there's not a single mentor who's willing to prove it. I know just particular apply with my assignment. Research topic related to folk beliefs. It seems to be allowed to go on someone so that I can know there are many other research directions that are worth our attention. You can do it! Thank you for your encouragement, knowing that there are still people who share my thoughts raising my confidence. Researchers should have the courage and determination to speak their mind. What topic? Give me a second. These children according and how they were anthropomorphized. That's how they should. So they believe that they were created via plants. They're just plants that were like became human, like morphed into. Ugh, disgusting. It's starting to get hot in here. I'm gonna turn my fan up. It's getting hot in
Someone's
here.
gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Huh? So it absolutely was our brother, and it's weird abyssal mind shit that's making them forget reality.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Maybe. I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbance of the late night, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories in some way. I agree. I think, personally, that the memories is that their memories keep being erased because the person is probably our brother, probably Aether, and there's some weird abyssal mind shit fucking with their brains. Think carefully what's really going on. Ooh! People have forgotten about the missing person. We've returned to a point before this experience. We are presently traversing someone's memories.
This person only exists in people's memories. Maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
That's something I think it is. We are presently traversing someone's memories. That would make sense. That would cover all of the shit. People have forgotten about the
Just
missing
like
person.
what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
I need to turn that up. I cannot hear her.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
I'm right.
Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time.
Yeah, we're in someone else's memory that remembers
That
him.
would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find
Right.
him.
If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf.
Yeah, he's just a memory traverser, like a little cloud slurping into people's minds and slurping back out.
Didn't Baron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far. I'm almost 100% sure it's that girl that said that she used to go up on that cliff with him to watch the sunset.
Good idea. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Planting memories in the minds of others might be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tail. False memories are easily forgotten. Oh, my charger is falling. Give me a second. Scenes from false memories will not change. Time does not pass within false memories.
If time is allowed to pass within the...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing.
Yep, and it fits with what I thought. It's that girl. It's that girl that said she used to go on the cliff and watch the sunset, and it felt like time never passed, like the sun never set. It's sunset. It's that girl.
That's the tell of the fake memories. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day.
Right.
That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Amazing. Seems to be an obvious answer. It's that girl. A toss-up.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
I figured out this whole quest in 2 seconds, y'all. I'm so sure of it.
That's exactly what Atosa described.
Exactly.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it.
That was not a happy
Yeah,
noise.
that's where they'll be.
My light is broken right now. So I'm using a lamp to light my room. It does not light the entire room. I don't know if you know this, but I'm scared of the dark, so that's not a fun time. I'm petrified of being alive right now. That is absolutely a convenient. It's not our brother, like I thought it was. I thought it was our brother. It is not. Very sad. But it is a Conrian. They are wearing Conrian garb.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
I don't know who that is, but they are fine as fuck. Jeez. He's got the jawline, he's hot, he's got the face, those eyes, and his hair. I wouldn't do questionable things for that man. Questionable.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Oh? What's gonna happen to you? Are you okay, hon?
Are those your friends over there?
You won't miss someone like me? What was that stated for? Does he know he's gonna, like, go missing somehow? Finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? Is he that guy that was, like, really close with Dane?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
And you know what's happening? You're kidding me. So he is 100% aware he's gonna have to go somehow. He's 100% aware of what's happening, and he's existing.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Hi, sir.
It's nice
You're
to
very
see you,
pretty.
Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
And how do you know my name? You're... Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of the one person that can connect all this together. Clotar... Is this Kari Bear? I think it might be. It might be Kari Bear. Because it might be Kari Bear with the little bandana. But, I don't know. It's not Clothar. I don't think. We know Clothar. The Visionary? I'm gonna go with that
Dane's
first.
brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conriel. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
This man looks nothing like Dane Sleeve.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate.
Only existing in people's memories.
Kari Bear Alberic.
I'm right!
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
And Kaya Alberic. So he's related to Kaya, that makes sense. They look very familiar. They're both very pretty. You know, just Kari Bear's really white. Yeah, Kari Bear. I thought it was Kari Bear immediately, because I was like, that bandana. I recognized that bandana from the Hilly Troll. From the Kari Bear quest. So that's Kari Bear. But I just wanted to check out the other option, because I didn't know for sure, but I assumed it was Kari Bear. So I was right. I'm always right.
Oh,
I'm good at this.
I
I'm good
see.
at guessing quests.
It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
So you're telling me this man, who was Kari Bear the Sufferer, shall now become the Loom of Fate, took off his mask and turned into abyssal nothingness, nearly destroying our fragment, the fabric of our existence. Sorry, I'm bad at words. And then we, spaced out into colossal nothingness. And then he's just hot boy all of a sudden.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
What? Crazy. What is happening? I just got here. I don't know what that language is. I can't read it. And I don't have the energy to try. Kari Bear. Kari Bear. Kari Bear. This loading is taking so long, y'all. It's like trying to get me to read it. I'm not going to. I'm sorry. I would love to. But that's a lot of work. The fuck is that? The fuck Is that the beginnings of the world tree? Like the holy tree of like the not the holy tree, it's not holy, it's not special, but like the world tree thing that Sumeru City is on. Is this the beginnings of that? Because that's what this like walk up looks like, is the walk up to that tree. So is this like when it was first being born and it hadn't been fully grown and there was this world around it? Or is this like a part of Celestia? Proof of existence? Okay. Hi, Care Bear. A very pretty boy. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
I do know. You look quite exhausted. Love how he knew it was Aether's memory, by the way. I was sifting through earlier. Great touch. That shows that he knows a lot more than he's letting on. You look quite exhausted. And he's got a realm of consciousness, too.
I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this.
Aww.
And now, the time has finally arrived.
Thank you. I do wish you probably said goodbye to Atosa, though, because she did really care about you, and really connected with you on a personal level. An opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carrie Bear. I'm starting to say it like the voice actors do. Carrie Bear. As I can. What exactly is the loom of fate?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
So you are just a whole lot of crazy shit, plus some sad and a little bit of maybe this will get better. And then just surging with corruption. Cool.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction.
That's very sad. Used as a means to an end and you became nothingness. Horrible. Also, I love his earring. Again, I just wish he said a proper goodbye to Atosa, because they were actually, like, really close. Like, they knew a lot about each other. It was cool. I think Atosa had a crush on him. I mean, he's pretty, so I don't blame her. But, man, that sucks. Imagine being like, you're gonna be this beautiful, important thing, and then you just transcend into nothingness, not existing in the real world, having to force memories into people, causing a weird discrepancy in their mind, to even communicate with them.
In truth,
he has a really pretty realm of consciousness.
I died the moment I set everything in motion.
I died the moment I set everything in motion. That is so sad.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
That's so sad. Carrie Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories.
Which is what you've been doing.
But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Making new ley lines to insert into other ley lines? Meaning that they will literally change the fabric of Tevat's reality with this? Because ley lines are memories and elemental energy, which are integral to the concept of Tevat. Cool! That's great!
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
Oh, but it cannot influence memories.
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
As it just said. So that was the source of your ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
So he can basically exist in a more in the world of memories, in the world of consciousness, where he has his own realm of consciousness he can exist in separate.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
Yeah, that sucks butt. So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finishing of fate. Yeah. All of a sudden, Dane had memories in his mind. I remember that. Dane got a sudden thing and we were like, this is strange, weird shit. And then we all questioned it. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Imara Village. Why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Imara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
I get it. To not properly exist and no one really remember it sucks.
As if I had a chance at life.
Aw, poor baby. So that's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living? I don't think it does. I think he's realized that, and that's why he's trying to fix it.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it.
I know. It's okay. I get why. I
had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
You were really close with Atosa, yeah.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
That's really cute and really sad.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
That's okay. I understand. Oh, that's beautiful. He was so close with Atosa. Like, he had a genuine connection with her. I wish he could have given her a proper goodbye.
Even if
I would have waited for that.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
It's not stupid. I get it. I do. I really understand why you're doing this. This is a horrible situation to be in. And they all loved you so dearly.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Growing up in your realm of consciousness. Becoming a teenager in a false reality when the real you died at 8. That sucks.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
That sucks. In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Connery back then. Yeah. All of this from the cataclysm. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. Yeah, they really cared about you. They said really, really good things. I was like, who is this amazing person? They all believed you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
The fuck? No. No, 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 no. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. What? Say, huh? The Loom of Fate is already completed. That means the Eye of the First Field Tiller must have fallen in the hands of Biscuit. Something happened. You little bitch. You shooed me off. Away from the fight. While you had a conversation with my brother without me, you knew full well he was there. And you knew full well I wanted to see him. Denied me of that. And gave him it because you're sad. You are an idiot, Dainsleif. An idiot.
No need to worry.
I don't care about you being traumatized. Use your brain.
Fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Oh. Good on you, Carbear. We love a man of deduction. He's fine?
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Huh? What? You're kidding. He did not make a fake eye after getting the real eye to prove to us that the eye existed, lied to us, and ate the eye. Slurped that up. Girl, that thing was bigger than his body.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince.
Without me.
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
This is your fault. You did this. I already knew you were implanting memories into his mind. Because we had proof of that. All of a sudden, he thought of something that we could not corroborate. So to me, it was like, something's off with his brain here. I'm going to question his very existence. The fuck? Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You did this? I thought you were pretty. You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So he was gonna give us the eye and then his brain got altered. Crazy. So when Dane froze up back then, it was because of a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder you were mind shitting him. Why?
That was
Can you
when
give
I
me a
implanted
reason?
the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real.
That was sucky.
I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Do not say sorry to me. You know full well that just fucked me. Horribly. So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there was anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is completed, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture.
So you did all this. Even though, what is wrong with you? You could have just not done that. You could have just let the Loom of Fate be completely hurt. He could confront the prince. The eye would be completely fine, because we would have it. Nothing would have gone wrong, but no. No. The temptation just struck you, and you had to go like, yeah, I'm doing that. Girl!
In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Yeah, girl? What is that? What is that?
Remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
I did.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form.
And that's your bandana right there. I knew it was yours when I saw it.
From an indescribable level of mental anguish.
Use the power of the Abyss, which is crazy. Use the power of the Abyss to put a human consciousness in an abyssal form.
To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form. When its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story. Just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
It's actually really beautiful. I'm kind of okay with that now. Because he was comforted by realizing that he's still human. He just has this really horrible body that makes him really uncomfortable. What a great allegory for dysphoria and body dysmorphia, by the way. Cool shit. So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Kari Bear's story. So that's why they suddenly calmed down for a second. That was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace. That's a good ass person.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps, I think, it was very meaningful, indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal is the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
now,
beautiful.
The bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
So that's where the title Bedtime Story comes from. It's because this was a father to him, and why am I crying? Okay. This was beautiful, by the way. Oh no. Why must you hurt me in this way? He's at peace. It's Indiana.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
The fuck?
Well, how about a conversation?
What? We just had this touching story about why this whole quest is called a bedtime story. A beautiful, beautiful name that encapsulates this whole thing and this whole message. Oh, what a beautiful writing. And then they pulled this shit. Y'all, I'm in shambles. Never to return.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
There was this cutscene where he talked to us. We are talking to our long-lost brother. We literally have not interacted with him in any way that wasn't us versus him. This is the first time we've been able to actually interact as, like, siblings and allies outside of the chaos of our contradicting and conflicting goals. We're siblings again, as if Teyvat never happened. It's really cool. Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real. I love that he said he'd love to hug me too.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not
I
for that,
expected it.
perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
I expected he'd do that. He's a little stupid. Sorry. What exactly are you planning, like, going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep? Even after what they did to us?
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the Cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
So ever since us and the Cataclysm, they've disappeared?
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
Yes.
Such a
I
flagrant
don't like that you knew
disregard
that.
for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
Yes.
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be. Or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful, even as a hilly churl. Seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
I understand. Even still, I feel like it's a little much to do all this.
Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
This is so beautiful. This is what we've wanted for so long.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Oh, what a great allegory.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
The place pictured in the Teyvat trailer.
Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist
Oh.
much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Are we ever gonna know what he said there? That one little ending phrase. That we are gonna never know because he said it as it was. Ugh. I know it's really good writing to do that, but it makes me so upset every time. It's like, I love it, but I hate it. Oh, jeez. I'm tearing up. You couldn't tell, but like, no. Jeez. This is crazy shit. Goodness me. That was so much. And it's not even been an hour. I guess I did most of the quest last time. Why can't I hear her?
Oh, Paimon woke up a little
Okay.
earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now. I'm gonna say that. No, yeah, this.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear.
Oh, yeah.
He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
I remember, because I'm amazing and I defy the logic of Aether and his stupid. Also, I love that Paimon, even though she knows my real name is Lumine, that Aether is the only one who calls me that, and because she is my companion for this world, she calls me by my new name. She's so respectful like that. Bear and I talked for a while. He told me about the Luma thing.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Kari Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that? Huh, I can't seem to remember. But we remember it while we have to watch our main character, who has remembered everything when everyone else hasn't, not remember. Crazy. Maybe I'm just tired? I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayron, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
What was it?
It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Kari Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them. Aw, that's actually really cute. It's sad, but it's cute.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
I'm sure it would have. That is a unique name. Make sure to remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
That's good. That's good.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened.
Yeah.
Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Yeah, we should. Make sure she's alright. She was really close with him.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you.
For what?
I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Ooh. Oh, this is hard. Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him. I'm gonna say the bottom one even though I know it's not true.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life.
That's really beautiful.
I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future?
I love
Right?
her. She has the right energy, and that's such a beautiful way to think about it. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stop crying.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face.
I know. It's okay. You can keep it on if you want. I've definitely been there.
I was dumped, wasn't I?
I mean, he wasn't necessarily dating you, but we'll go with that.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
I know you want to be sure of that, but it's okay to not be okay right now. I'm here to comfort you.
It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Even though I know that's not gonna happen, I really hope it does.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that
Goodbye.
should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Curry Bear?
Right. Was it that happened? I can't remember. It feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Oh, I love him. He disappeared and we couldn't really he couldn't say a good goodbye to him, but I got to say a goodbye to Kari Bear, which was nice. We were having our little moment, and it was sad and complicated and scary, but it was real. And he decided to give us one last little thing. Let's get along with each other, the two of you. Oh, he left that there. I'm in love. Don't pull this shit right now. Look at it. I can't do this. I'm gonna cry. I said I wasn't gonna start the not long quest, but given that this only took an hour and I can be done by 3, I think there's a high chance I might. But I'm not gonna be able to do the whole thing. I didn't want to do the quest because I wanted to have them separate, so I could finish this in a way that felt right. And I could start the other one in a similar way so that they'd be separated. So I am gonna end the stream here and just start a new one immediately. I'm only gonna be able to stream for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, because I'm gonna need to shower at like 5:30, and it's gonna take me at least a good hour to do my project. I don't know if I'm gonna get the project done. That's scary. I try not to do projects last minute, but I've had a busy week. I was busy Sunday, I was busy Friday, and Saturday I was having a breakdown. So today has been my only free day, and it wasn't really free because it was busy because I still had to go into the festival for some things. Today has been a mess. A really, really busy mess where I have had no time to do anything. And I've been exhausted. So, because my physics teacher assigned this project last minute, the day before Labor Day weekend, and then we have a test after Labor Day too. This is just really fun. I don't know if test day is tomorrow. I'm gonna check that out. If it is, I'm just gonna really bum rush it and just not fucking shower. And I'm just gonna feel disgusting for school, so I can get all my work done. Because I have no fucking clue. 0 clue if tomorrow is test day or not. I don't think it is, because having a test right after Labor Day weekend is the most disgraceful thing I've ever heard. From what I'm aware of, I'm quite sure the test is Wednesday. Maybe Thursday, but I'm quite sure it's Wednesday. And he told all of us that technically the assignments that he assigns are all due the day after they're assigned, but he's not going to collect any of them until like about a day before the test. So as long as I get everything done tomorrow, even if it's tomorrow night, I'll be fine. But I want to get the project that he assigned Friday done today, because I know that's important, because he told me it was important, and he literally said do it over the weekend. So with that energy, I'm going to get that done. But I'm also going to try to get the other project done that I wasn't at school for, that I didn't even realize we were doing. So I'm going to try and get those 2 done in order of importance. And then as long as both of those are done before I go to school, I'm going to just deal with it, as long as the test is not Tuesday. If the test is Wednesday, then I can just get my other work done Tuesday. It says today's a review day. I'm going to do a decent amount of work in the car. Not a decent amount. I'm literally going to do the work so that I know what I'm doing in the car. And then the tests and quizzes and stuff that he assigned very recently because he had to fix his stupid website, I'm going to get done Tuesday night. Right? Now, you may be thinking, that sounds really stupid. Like he said, technically all of it is due the day after it's assigned. But with the mess that his website has been, because he had to fix it and fix a bunch of quizzes, and the fact that he said he's not collecting any of it until, like, test day, as long as it's done by test day, so I'm just going to get it done Tuesday night, before the clock strikes 12. And I'm going to be like, as long as it's done by then, it's fine. Good grades all around. And then I'm going to study, quote-unquote, for the test. Bitch, I don't study. End of sentence. End of discussion. I'm going to study. I'm going to look through my notes, my non-written down notes. That's a lie. I write down very thorough notes. That takes up most of my class time. I literally go through to make sure I have every single note possible. So I'm going to do that again to make sure I have every single note possible and then study for the test. Am I going to sleep? Probably not. Am I going to do great on this test? Fuck yeah. And if I don't, people around me will be affected just as much as I am. Because I am that bitch that is petty and dumb and stupid and ready to throw hands at all times. So, anyway, let's move on to the not long quest. after I end this
Staring into
stream
my eyes
and
is
do a proper outro
ill-advised.
because I've been crying my eyes out because
Your
today has
life
been
what
so
you
chaotic
see.
and so messy, and this quest has taken me out of everything important in life. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is a false ending just for people who watch this later. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and remember that you matter. Bye.